Hey guys, and welcome on into an episode of Getting Wild with Terry, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, and it is March 1st. So you know what that means. The best bets restart now for March. So we'll get to who won the final three. We'll get to that later on in the show. But we'll start the show as we usually do, and that is taking a look at what happened yesterday in the NHL. Busy Tuesday night as usual. Ottawa got their back-to-back wins against Detroit in regulation, which has moved the Senators right up into the race for the final wild card spot. I kind of trash talked the Senators at the beginning of the year. Everybody was predicting such big things for the Senators team. I wasn't so high on them, but I might be wrong. This might be a time where I admit I'm wrong. We'll see. But the Senators are looking really good right now, scoring a lot of goals. Florida went into Tampa and beat the Lightning 4-1. Great game for the Panthers. I kind of felt that they'd be motivated. This is their only road game before a 7-game homestand. Florida went into Tampa motivated and won. Columbus upset Buffalo. A huge loss for Buffalo against a team they should have beat in this wild card race. And Columbus, another win. They traded Korpisalo away to try to prevent wins, but Merzlikins comes in here and gets a win. So Columbus is hurting their Bedard chances. We'll get to that later. LA with the shootout win against Winnipeg. Winnipeg is falling down the standings, unable to win games. They had leads multiple times against this Kings team. LA comes out on top and then finds out after the game that Jonathan Quick has been traded, and he rode on the plane with the Kings back home and said his goodbyes on the plane, and he is off to Columbus, which sucks for him. Going off to Columbus. Islanders, Minnesota, 2-1 shootout win for the Wild. Once again, the Wild don't score many goals, but once again, they get the win. Huge 2 points for the Wild, moving up the standings. Penguins and Predators, I was completely off with my over 6.5 and my Nashville money line in this one. Sadly, my best bet lost as well. Nashville decided to move Thomas Novak, who had 11 points in 5 games, to the second round with a couple guys who I don't want to say are bums, but they're third or fourth line players on Nashville's second line. And Thomas Novak was moved off the first line in place of Cody Glass, which makes 0 sense unless Nashville is trying to tank. I don't quite understand it. Why that happened to Novak, but unfortunately he got moved to the second line and did not get any points. Nashville is a fade team for me going forward. A fade team. Seattle and St. Louis, big win for the Kraken on the road in St. Louis for their playoff race. Boston continues to roll with a huge win against the Flames, hurting the Flames' playoff chances. Arizona 4-1 against the Blackhawks. Arizona Twitter was saying they posted a meme about trading a win for a win and a loss to the Blackhawks, kind of chirping them. If I was the Coyotes, winning a game isn't I want to be celebrating wins, not on this year, not this draft year. And Montreal goes into Columbus and wins 3-1. I will bring up the standings, and we'll get to the many comments that we have here. Hello, Terry. I smashed a like. Thanks, Richie. You always do. Morning, Terry. Morning, Toby. How's it going? Hello there. Hello, Mr. Islander fan. How are we doing today? Of course, I had to throw that little shot in there. T's and P's, Motor City. All right. Hey, Terry. Happy March. Hey, Crystal. Yes, it's March 1st. Which means we're getting closer to baseball. Should have went with my first choice, which was Kachuk Stutzel again. Shake my head. Buffalo, LOL. Thanks to the books for last night's free money on Hannafin, 2.5 shots on goal line, cash in the first period, and finished with the most shots with 6. Yes, that was a great call by you. Shootouts suck. Even though the Minnesota Wild are very good in shootouts, I agree with Nick. I don't like shootouts. I don't. I think we should have 10-minute 3-on-3 instead of 5-minute 3-on-3. And I think there needs to be some kind of rule in place to prevent teams from playing defense the entire 3-on-3, because that's not what 3-on-3 was for. It's trying to reduce shootouts, but we see a lot of shootouts. So I agree. Shootouts suck. All-time Jets meltdown last night. Yeah. Winnipeg, I don't know. I'd say I'm sorry to see them falling off, but that would be a lie. I got too fancy with my best bet yesterday. Should have kept it simple. Hey, you tried. The Boston look was great. Boston just didn't get any shots. Like in the second period, I think they had 9 shots at the end of the second period, and I don't think any of us expected that. So it was a very good look. Unfortunately, I didn't get there. Cashed overtime, yes, in Boston, Calgary, almost 60-minute correct score, 2-2 tie, plus 1,000. Wow, very nice. Looking at these standings now, before we get to today's games, Carolina, New Jersey, Rangers, pretty much the same there. The Rangers, after acquiring Patrick Kane, who will be on a line with Artemi Panarin and Vincent Trocheck, I think are my pick for the Eastern Conference team to watch out for. This Rangers team, I see them. They have a scary top 6. I don't know if any other team in the NHL can compare with them with their top 6. They're going to score some goals, especially if Panarin and Kane chemistry is still there. They'll be scary. The Atlantic, Boston, 99 points. They are 1 point away from 100 with 22 games left to go. Boston, as I said on yesterday's show, pray that you don't fall for the President's Trophy curse. Toronto and Tampa Bay here in second and third. Wild card spot, Islanders get a point, move up to 70. Pittsburgh gets a win, moves up to 69. They've got a 3-point cushion now. Islanders a 4-point cushion over the other teams below them. But Buffalo, 5 games in hand on the Islanders, 2 games in hand for Florida. Ottawa, right there with 64. Detroit, 64. Washington, 64. The bottom 3 of the Eastern Conference. Dallas, Minnesota, and Colorado in the Central. The Wild 1 point away from tying the Central lead. Colorado, 2 games in hand, 2 points behind. Very close race in the Central. Close race in the Pacific too. LA with the win. Tied now with Vegas, both 76. Seattle, 4 points behind there with 72. Big trade for LA getting Korpisalo and Gavrikov, which helps their defense and goaltending, which is exactly what LA needed. So we'll see how that trade affects the Kings going forward. Wildcard spot, Edmonton, 72 points. Winnipeg, 72 points. Calgary, 67. One of these Canadian teams are going to miss the playoffs. That's my take. I think it's going to be one of these 3 that miss the playoffs. I have to see what Seattle does at the trade deadline. So far, nothing for the Kraken, but I'll have to see what happens here. But I'm not sold on these 3 teams. The Canadian. Nashville, 64. St. Louis, 57. And then the bottom teams in the Western Conference. Anaheim, currently the worst team in the NHL. So we'll see how that goes for them going forward. Rangers are locked to win the Eastern Cup now. No way they lose. Yeah, well, you said that the Wild were a lock yesterday, Nick, and you were 100% correct. They were. So we know you hate the Rangers, but you have to admit, adding Tarasenko and Kane to an already very good team, they're going to be scary. Congratulations, Terry. Stars are tanking for no reason. Yeah, I'm not sure. Jets L. So Toby thinks the Jets might miss the playoffs. Calgary might get in. We will definitely see. Jump into the first game here. Rangers, Philadelphia. Rangers minus 211 to minus 240 favorites. Philadelphia plus 175 to plus 202. Sixes, 1.5 available in this game. Patrick Kane will not be playing today. They decided to let him debut at home tomorrow against Ottawa. God help the Senators tomorrow. It's not going to be a pretty sight for them, I don't think. But this Rangers team tonight, I'd watch out for Panarin. I think he's going to be in a really good mood. We saw it when they got Tarasenko. Panarin went off. I would not be surprised if we see a big game by Panarin today and a very big game again tomorrow playing with Kane. Watch out for Artemi Panarin. We'll take a look quickly at his props here. Artemi Panarin assist you can get for minus 125, so not awful. Goal, you're looking at plus 200, which is pretty good too. Points, that's a parlay piece, minus 250. But there's lots of different ways you could go. But I'm saying watch out for Panarin. I would assume tonight, but definitely tomorrow when he plays with Kane against the Senators. Side and total here for me. I like the Rangers. You'd have to do a parlay piece with it. You'd have to do it in some kind of parlay unless you think the Rangers are going to win big in this one. I'm not sure if it's a dominant win. So ultimately, if I was going to go to this game with a side, I would go with in regulation or the Rangers, which is minus 134. Yeah, so no. This game is a pass or a Rangers money line in a parlay, but watch out for Panarin. All three Canadian teams make it. Kraken miss. Yeah, we know you don't like the Kraken, Nick. Rangers team total under 3.5 and full game under 6. All right. I'm going to take Senators money line. Senators money line tomorrow. All right. Well, I completely disagree with that. Happy March, Terry. To you as well, Kev. I think the Senators are going to be absolutely destroyed tomorrow. So, we'll get to that obviously on tomorrow's show. But yes. Next game here, my favorite game of the night. We have the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Edmonton Oilers. You can get Toronto minus 120 to minus 133. Edmonton plus 100 to plus 112. 6.5. There is 1.7 available in this one. I did a free pick video for this on Picks and Parlays yesterday. It's one of my premium plays up on the site. It is my favorite game of the day. Toronto. I love the Leafs in this spot. First of all, the Leafs are playing great hockey right now. Yes, some of the opponents are not necessarily the strongest of opponents, but they're getting wins. They beat Minnesota 2-1. They have been getting wins. Edmonton, on the other side, is getting to overtime in some games, but they are blowing leads regularly. I think this is a great price on Toronto. Obviously, a team that did a lot at the trade deadline. Edmonton did a swap with Tyson Barrie for Ekholm, which will help their defense. Maybe a slight offensive loss. But Edmonton's more worried about their defense, which is a smart play. But in this game, I absolutely love Toronto on the money line. Toronto 9-0-1 in their last 10 trips to Edmonton. For whatever reason, the Leafs own the Oilers. And this is a great road price for Toronto in this spot. I love the Leafs. Lean under 6.5, hoping for a 7 on Bet Online. Pass at the moment. All right. Nick's passing on one of my favorite games. Interesting. Moving on to the next game. And Crystal is also on the Leafs. He got them for minus 115 last night. Beautiful. I love it. Arizona, Dallas. You can get Arizona plus 270 to plus 310. Dallas Stars minus 345 to minus 400. 5.5s and 6s, depending on which books you use. And this one is a pass for me. Arizona on a back-to-back. Ingram has let me down recently. He had that one very good game against Tampa Bay, but I don't trust him here. Dallas, if you want to take Dallas minus 1.5, you're looking at minus 145 in most spots. Not a price I'd pay for Dallas on a puck line, especially right now. Earlier on in the year, maybe, yes, but not right now. You could go with Arizona, but I don't trust the Coyotes to win here. I honestly won't be surprised if this is an overtime game. So if I was making a play here, I'd probably go with Arizona plus 1.5. The issue is I could see Dallas smashing them here. So this game's just ultimately a pass. I'm not going to get involved in a minus 400 right now. Ice X is a questioning face, and then someone holding up a medal or whatever. Yotes plus 1.5 plus 122. Yes, I think that's a good play. Ben and Hintz anytime goal. Change that pick. Ice X angry face, eyes laughing face. Coyotes plus 1.5 plus 125 feels weird taking a plus 1.5, but Dallas are the draw kings. Yes. Can we trust Ingram? I'm not on it, but I wish you guys luck. Moving on to the next game here. We have the New Jersey Devils plus 105 to plus 114. Colorado Avalanche minus 125 to minus 133. Sixes right across the board. In this one, this Avalanche team is really hot right now. And I'm probably going to get burned or rolled over in an Avalanche. I'm taking the Devils. Devils, one of the best road teams this year. Colorado is going to lose eventually, and I think this is the game. I think the Devils win this one. I think the Devils are going to be a very excited team tonight, playing the Colorado Avalanche, getting Timo Meier. I am pretty sure Timo Meier is not playing today. Pretty sure he's not playing today, but actually I should find out because I thought I read somewhere that he wasn't playing today, but I heard otherwise from someone else. So we will just take a look. Anybody knows and wants to put in the chat if he's playing tonight, let me know and I'll quickly check. Yeah, he's not playing tonight. That's what I thought. So he will be in their next game, but still he's joining the team. The team's made an addition. The Devils. I like them in this spot here. Colorado Avalanche minus 109. Hopefully Colorado leads the Central at the end of the night. Yeah, okay, whatever. JT Compher, 400th game milestone, over 1.5 shots on goal, minus 156. All right. Mercer Hughes, anytime goal. Yeah. Mercer has been on fire. That's all you can say when you look at the Devils right now. You want to bet Mercer if you like the Devils. So I like Mercer. It should be a fade the Timo Meier trade play, meaning Avs minus 1.5. Yeah, I'm not going to be fading these teams that are making trades. I'm going to be on the other side. We'll see how it works out. I heard Cale Makar could be in tonight as well. All right, well, there you have. I'm not going to be doing it, but a lot of people like to fade getting a star player returning. That could be this spot, if that is true. But I'm not. I don't look at that kind of thing. I like the Devils in this spot. Avs can't step in front of a 6-game win streak. Yeah, if you've been on the Avalanche and cashing with them, you definitely don't want to jump off. And for me, I bet this Devils team on the road, especially when they're a dog. Oh, that's Nick. Yes, Nick likes to fade teams returning, getting a player returning. So I don't know what he's going to do about his minus 109 Avalanche money line. We'll move on to another really good game for tonight. We got the Carolina Hurricanes, Vegas Golden Knights. Carolina minus 135 to minus 150 road favorites. Vegas plus 115 to plus 125 home dogs. 5.5s, 6s across the board here. And I don't overly love the price on Carolina, but I like Carolina in this game. Yeah, I like the money line. I don't want to go within regulation. I like the price within regulation, but I could see this game being a 2-2 game that goes to overtime, and I think Carolina wins. I like Carolina on the money line here. Vegas is leading the Pacific right now, so that's great for them. But I think this is the wrong team for Vegas to face. I don't like this matchup against the Hurricanes. Carolina hasn't made much noise. They got Jesse Puljujarvi, and I'm not sure if he's going to be in the lineup today. Obviously, the thing about right now, I'm doing the show right now at it's 12:52 p.m. Eastern. If you looked at yesterday in the NHL, there was a crap ton of trades pretty much throughout the afternoon. So things can definitely change from now to an hour from now. But as of now, Carolina hasn't done any trades that we know of. Neither has Vegas today. I like Carolina on the road in this spot. McCarr back. Crap. LOL, Nick. Canes minus 1.5. Yeah, I could see it. Toby for his first best bet in March. Going to go with Carolina Martinez over 2.5 shots on goal. Plus 105. All right. Favorite game of the night, the future Eastern Conference champions money line minus 135. Team total over 3.5 and over 5.5. 5-2 Canes. All right. I like it. Toby Valora best bet. Martin HS over 2.5 shots on goal plus 105. I don't know what he changed. I don't know. Bloody overtime. Yeah, we know how you love your overtimes. Confused face. I'm confused. But okay. Oh, you didn't put the shots on goal. That's fine. Captain Bry says Canes money line. Yes, I like it. We'll move on to the last game of the day before we get to the best bet segment. Washington Capitals, Anaheim Ducks. We have Washington Capitals minus 180 to minus 200 road favorites. Anaheim Ducks plus 155 to plus 171. Home dog 6.5s right across the board for the total. And this game's a pass. Will the Anaheim Ducks sweep the Washington Capitals? I'm not sure. I think Washington comes into this game very motivated, looking for revenge in this spot. But I'm not laying a puck line with the Capitals. And that's what I'd have to do in this situation. So this game is a pass for me. Capitals, probably a team that I'm not going to bet on a whole lot, either for or against going forward. Obviously, that can definitely change. But as of right now, both of these teams are teams that I'm not really looking to bet on. I'm probably going to be very selective after the trade deadline and basically putting some teams kind of on no bet lists. So we'll get to that later on. You like TJ Oshie over 2.5 shots on goal. All right, minus 104. Capitals minus 1.5. All right, Ducks team total over 2.5 and the over 6.5 in the game. Ducks give up the most shots on goal in the NHL, third most penalty minutes. Oshie draws the most penalty minutes on the team. Oshie plays second most time behind Ovechkin, best shooting percentage, least block shots on the team. Very good information. So 2.5 is probably a good number. Minus 104. All right. Captain Bry is going to go with Coyotes, Arizona Coyotes plus 1.5. Just plus 135. That's his first best bet for March. All right. The Capitals are hungry for some roasted duck. Very, very, very possible. Agree, Terry. I'm a Caps fan, but only props will play for me with them. They could get on a run. They could get on a run and make the playoffs. That's very possible. I don't know what to make of them right now. So kind of watching. I'm keeping my eye on them. Quack. Yeah, we know you want Capitals to lose for your Sabres. Gordon Bombay, anytime goal plus 250. All right. Looks good. Best bet incoming. Ooh. And then, of course, Tim. So you knew Tim was going to put in his best bet. Interesting, Richie. But no, I don't think that's what you meant. Charlotte Hornets. Money line. Plus 400. All right. Tim is looking to start the month off. Plus 400. Underdog. Let me put that in. All right. My first best bet of March will be, and we'll get to that in a moment. Let me bring up the screen. So we'll take a look at what happened yesterday. When it came to the best bet segment, as I said, Thomas Novak switched lines, which is great. Not too impressed with that, but it is what it is. Noah Hannafin, Tage Thompson, both over shots and goal parlay. Toby cashed a nice plus 311. Brian got Boston in regulation plus 132. Parisi was kept off the board. Sorry, Nick, but I was very happy that Parisi was kept off the board, specifically him. I was very happy. IceX went with Pittsburgh and Calgary. Pittsburgh got the job done. Fading his Bruins did not work, and they won. Rich H went with Owen Power over 3.5 shots on goal. He did not get there. Melissa Cash, Penguins minus 1.5. Crystal went with the Boston money line. Pasternak over 4.5 shots on goal. Pasternak didn't get enough shots. Boston didn't shoot a lot. Richie went with Cousins over 1.5 goals, which sadly did not get there. Tim got IUPUI plus 14.5. And then Zeke Goller went with Winnipeg money line. Scheifele anytime goal. And Winnipeg did not win. Looking at the last standings for February, and we'll see how everything worked out. IceX won. He finished in first with up 5.65 units. Crystal, a very close second, 5.16. AJ's in third, 3.53. Richie in fourth, 3.44. Toby in fifth. Kevin sixth. Melissa in seventh. Days and Confused in eighth. Tim in ninth. Z Goller in 10th. Rich H in 11th. Grinch in 12th. Elliott in 13th. All finished profitable. Brian slightly down. I finished down 1.27. Jay Stone and Nick, rough month of February. But overall, if you bet one unit on everyone's best bet in February, you are up 11.86 units if you bet on everyone's best bet in February. Very well. Great job done. The monthly champs page is as is. IceX in first, Crystal in second, AJ's in third for February. And now we are on to March. And my first best bet of the month is going to be Toronto Maple Leafs money line to beat the Edmonton Oilers. Minus 120. Toby is going with Martin Necas over 2.5 shots on goal. Captain Bry is going Arizona plus 1.5. Tim, Charlotte Hornets money line. We'll go up to we'll go up. KD's first game with the Suns today, automatic fade. All right. Jake, nice to see you. You are going with Rangers and Canes money line parlay. All right. Rangers money line and Carolina money line for plus 140. I considered going with a two-team parlay for my best bet, but I really like the Leafs, so that's what I decided. I will give this a try. If I start losing again, no more best bets. Okay. Nick is going to go with Canes and over. All right. I don't know what just happened there. I apologize. Let me get the screen back up. I do not know what just happened there. Oh no, I broke Terry's stream. No, it's all good. I don't know what happened. Okay, we'll go back up. Okay, so Carolina money line. Let me bring this up here. Computer is giving me issues. Carolina money line. Plus the over 5.5. Plus 218. All right. Calgary came so close, but they flamed like always. Yep. IUPUI. And from what I hear, they won't be a team anymore, which is pretty crazy. I didn't know that happened, but I guess it does. Cousins sold fourth. Yes, he finished fourth, Richie, which is great. Sadly, only the top three are going to finish up on the standings page, but fourth was great. Phew. Yes, you did just barely get it. You finished in the green? Yes, you finished second. Great job, Crystal. Last, I'll thank my sponsors and all my supporters. All right. I'll take a top 5 coming into the competition in the last week of the month. Congrats to all the greens, reds. You're due. Agreed, 100%. Congrats, top 3. For sure. LMAO, first place with a red record. Yes, it's because you hit on 2 huge underdogs. You can thank the Blackhawks and Montreal Canadiens for your first place. Grinch is going to go with Rangers -1.5. And I think that is plus 117. Plus 117. LMAO are laughing. Ice will post best bet later. No problem. IceX is going to go big here and go Toronto -1.5 plus Carolina -1.5. The best odds that you see is $7.99. All right. Going big, but I like both those teams, so we will see what happens. Welp, LOL. Thanks, Nick. Oh no, the stream's gone. No, it's okay. See what you did. I broke Terry's stream. Evil laugh. LOL. It's a sign, Nick. Blame Nick. Yes. Yes, blame Nick. Ben and Mercer. Okay. So Jamie Benn from Dallas plus Dawson Mercer from New Jersey plus 950 or anytime goal plus 950. All right, Robinson, big plus money bets coming in here. Crystal Craig, handshake. Toby Villara, good shiz, sir. IceX, smiley face. Best bet for Jay Stone is going to be New York Rangers, first period, -0.5. Plus Rangers and Reg is plus 190. All right. More handshakes. Oilers are live, guys. What's going on here? Oh, no, Grinch. No, don't say that. Please. Please don't say that. Oilers maybe. I don't know. I don't like how they're playing right now. And I think this Leafs team is going to go on a run. And their domination over Edmonton. They've dominated the Oilers. Good luck at Richie P. Would be a solid way to start the month with a plus 950 bang. Heck yeah. Thanks at Toby. And rooting for the Avs now. Boo. Boo. Smiley face or some kind of face. But that is today's show. If you are watching later on and you want to put your best bet in, it's the first day of the month. Everything starts fresh. It's a new competition for the month. So everybody, get your best bets in. You just have to put them in the comments. The show is finishing now, so put them in the comments after the show is done. Avs and under 6. Yeah, you can see it. Let's go Edmonton, Vegas. LOL, really good luck. I love that FanDuel has the same game parlay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, same game parlays are great. But that is today's show. Best of luck to everybody. If you, as I said, if you want to put your best bets in, just put them in the comments when the show is done. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode. Getting Well with Terry, free NHL picks. Best of luck, guys.